And welcome to Petershill Park as we see one of the summer signings, Glasgow City, Jenna Clark, warming up as they look to get the season restarted. Birmingham City looking to get their season started full stop as the Champions League quarter-finalists of 2015 take on the semi-finals of 2014 in this mid-season friendly if you're a Glasgow City persuasion. To the side, experimental for Scott Booth, but Lydia Koulis and Lara Ivanusa, the two other summer signings, start from the beginning. For Birmingham, Chloe Arthur, a well-known player in Scotland, former Hibs and Celtic player, just recently signed from Bristol City, and leading the line is Ellen White, prolific England scorer. Birmingham straight into the action with plenty of possession. Manning. Good play there. White in the middle. If it reaches her, Clackers comes out. It is a bit of a Greek day, so could well be a little bit skiddy in the surface range. Still coming down lightly. Was heavy earlier, but pretty bread and butter for the young keeper, getting the nod from the start. Quinn. Trying to keep it alive. Kerr with Doherty. Both sides, I think City perhaps a little more just trying to find their feet, and that's a little bit lax there. Koulis couldn't get hold, and White, it's parried away by Clackers. Lydia Koulis isn't a centre half by trade, more a forward player, has played, I believe, centre half for her country. Slightly caught out there, a little loose back to her though. It could be a little bit dangerous here as Grant nearly comes in. There's a fairly harmless defensive throw which became almost harmful. Berger in goal, not quite the touch you wanted from the pass, and Grant just couldn't quite capitalise. Well, this Birmingham side that did reach the semi-final of the Champions League back in 2013-14. Knocked out Arsenal in the quarter-finals, and knocked out Glasgow City in the last 16 of that year's competition. And now they come forward again with White. Thought about a strike a couple of times through the legs there of Koulis. Oh, and here's Quinn! And that is 1-0 Birmingham City. I've got absolutely no idea how it got through. It went through Koulis' legs and it seemed to scramble through. I think a little bit of a help from Schofield. And then Quinn seemed to have almost an edge to wriggle away and fire in for the opener. So Birmingham's first coming midway through the first period, just after. And then a bit of control, but that wasn't the pass intended here for Grant. Mailing trying to get back to rest the situation. Grant will take the effort at goal, and slightly deceptive, but I think always going wide. It just always just seemed to be coming closer and closer, but Berger wasn't 100% sure why it went. Here's Westwood, just taking her time, picking the pass that she wants when it's ready, and here it is ready for Ellen White. Stanley Forth is racing in, got the touch, but only could dot it back to Clackers. Doherty here for Crichton. Slightly liver opening few minutes for City. Crichton coming in. Megan Sargent, one of the subs coming on. Been a few for both sides at half time, including a City keeper change. In fact, both keepers have came on. In fact, the ball through here for Ellen White, and Koulis in trouble. Ellen White's going to score. Done that so many times throughout her career for England and for our various clubs, and just had that little bit extra pace to race away. And Leah Alexander's on the pitch for 7 minutes and is already picking the ball out the back of the net as sucker punch goal for number 2. Ross with the corner, and Koulis is there, just coming further forward as the second half is going on. But it's a terrific chance, best of the game for Glasgow City. Just couldn't quite keep it down. She knows it's a good chance. Bingham's turn from the corner. Sargent up there. It's Jenna Clark, who's now on. Gerasoli back there too. Changes certainly coming through, and that's loose. And now there could be a chance to break here for Koulis. Now in the middle, who's not too many chances to go, but good strength. That Koulis is going to go for herself. And well, the defenders will come back. The pass probably not on. But comfortable there for Hannah Hampton, the sub-keeper. Cross back to Alexander. Shelley Kerr is in the stands here, has been watching the Scotland internationals. Guess you could say for both sides if you include Chloe Arthur. It's going to bubble down here for Hales. It's past Clark and Ellen White. That's gorgeous. She scored her second, and Birmingham got a third at the end of the game here. And again, just a little bit not quite coming together in the defence for City. Been almost a whole change in the back four at times. Just over the top of Jenna Clark, and Ellen White dinked it over the outcoming Scotland #1 keeper, Nia Alexander. And it's a very neat goal which just trickles its way over the line for number 3. But certainly what to do with the defenders over the week ahead, I'm sure. Now here's Hales. Birmingham trying to get a fourth. Hales is going to get this back here. White looking for it. It's going to come through the middle. Alexander out there. There is White for the hat-trick. Ross is just going to get that covered. In fact, the referee's blowing Tony Fullerton for a foul. Alexander's taking a little bit of paint. A bit of a scramble. Rygrin from Ellen White. Not quite the hat-trick. Well, it's had its moments of quality. Birmingham definitely deserving of the win. City had a better second half, but that is full time. And Birmingham roll on as they are about to start their WSL campaign in the coming weeks. Glasgow City are back in action on Sunday after the workout today, and obviously one or two players like to Joel Hale, they're not even involved today. So certainly experimental side. There could well be a couple of injuries for Hannah Stewart and John Payton, who went off during the course of the game. So plenty to work on for the week ahead. Celtic on Sunday before the 3 games in the Champions League at the Oriam. Hopefully you can get along to all of that, and we'll have coverage of all of that. But a workout in the rain at Petershill ends. Glasgow City 0, Birmingham City 3.